Tell me when you're almost ready to start so I can wake myself up.
I've already started. What's your name?
Georgia Bartella.
Georgia? Where are you from, Georgia? Where'd you grow up?
Basically, I grew up in Minnesota. Maple Grove, Minnesota.
What was your family like growing up?
Family? Well, we're all best friends. Me, my brother, my sister, and my mom. We're all best friends. We left my dad. We lived in Peru till we were 6 years old. We left him in Peru. He didn't have all the papers. He was extremely abusive. Extremely. He would beat the kids, my sister, my brother, in front of me. I was always like, I guess they called me the baby, the spoiled one. But he abused the shit out of my mom for hours and hours and hours daily. And cheated on her. Basically, that's the beginning. That's where we grew up, kind of, in Peru, South America, until like at 6, and we moved to Minnesota.
With your dad?
No, without him. My mom left him there. She didn't have the right papers to get back to Minnesota.
How would you describe the rest of your childhood?
The rest of my childhood? Well, okay, my mom was really sick. I was just trying to think about this right now. My mom, she was very, very sick, and she was a working mom with 3 kids. He never paid child support. My mom never paid child support. So we were always alone. All of us were left alone, and it was just interesting. It was crazy. My mom was married 4 times, but she had her boyfriends in between those, and they would stay with us. They would beat us, just do derogatory things towards us the whole time. So, we did that.
Sounds like a rough childhood.
Yeah, it was a rough childhood. But just because I wasn't beat, for say, like, I watched my brother and my sister get beat up. And it's the most horrible feeling you could ever have. You can't stop it. Or you see them getting raped or beat, and you can't stop it when you're a child.
That stuff didn't happen to you?
Yeah. I have mine are all blocked out. But I remember things happening like when I was raped too, when I was a child. But I can't remember because they're blacked out. I don't know why. They never came back. I've done years of therapy, different kinds too, and they never caught back up. They won't come out of my own.
Right. And drugs have been a part of your life since when?
When did I first start taking drugs? I was so young, I don't even remember. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
8, 9.
Wow.
Yeah. That means my sister must have been 11. So that sounds about right. We're all a year and 4 months apart.
You've been living on the streets for how long?
Just a year. I've been on and off the streets my whole life. I don't really get off the streets. I used to own, I used to have like a 5-plex. I used to have a mansion in Scottsdale, North Scottsdale. And
how did you afford that?
Other rental properties. Mm-hmm. I got a disability from the military. I had $350,000. 350. Does that make sense?
I'm sorry?
Does that make sense? $350,000 in back pay from my disability in the military. So, with that money, I went and split it up and bought all property with my money.
Tell me about your disability.
I'm schizophrenic, and they just asked me to leave the military and make it not confrontational or anything.
Which branch of the military were you in?
The Navy.
You were in the Navy.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what. Tell me about the wheelchair you're in. Why are you in the wheelchair?
Oh, the wheelchair is because I know that on and off in my life, people think that I'm God. I don't know if they told you that or not.
I'm sorry?
People think that I'm God.
People think you're God?
Yeah, the devil, a serpent. He says he's a serpent. He's been talking to me for the last 4 or 5 years again, on and off my whole life. When we were younger, my family was kidnapped from a spaghetti factory in California. My grandparents are part owner of the Coca-Cola factory. So.
In the wheelchair? How did you end up in a wheelchair?
Yeah, because I wanted to leave my life. I wanted to go after this planet.
But how'd you end up in a wheelchair?
Because I wanted to go to heaven. And the devil was talking to me. He said, well, you're never going to make it back to the Continental. Is where I used to rent a room right across the street.
Continental Hotel?
Yeah, Continental Hotel. You're never going to make it back. And then if you make it back, I'm going to make you sweat to death. And so I jumped out the window.
So you're...
I mean, the 4 off of 5.
I don't quite understand how the wheelchair...
I jumped 6 stories, and I tore up my whole right arm. My right arm and my left is my whole arm is from there to there is stitched up. I snapped my leg, and my ankle too severed off.
You jumped out of
the
window?
Roof. Everybody keeps saying I jumped out a window. That's why I said it, but I didn't. I think it's 5 stories or 6 stories. And then I went to the roof, and I jumped off.
You jumped off the roof of the hotel?
Yeah, because they said that the devil was talking to me.
But you survived.
Yeah.
How do you survive a 6-story jump?
You practice shooting in the lights. I don't know. I didn't even get to black out or anything. I just dove off. And I kind of slithered down, I guess. It was very high though. And I survived it. I was all wrapped up very tight when I was out though. I spent 3 months in the hospital right off the bat. 3 or 4, yeah.
Yeah, I'll bet. How many years ago was this?
This was just like a year ago.
How old are you now?
I'm 47.
So mental health has been something you've struggled with since you were young?
Yeah. Because when I was younger, the president came to see me and they think I'm telekinetic. But I don't think any of that is possible. I don't think somebody can move an item with their minds. But it's just something that's possible. Do you?
I don't know.
Telekinesis, something like that?
So drugs are still a part of your life today?
Yeah, you can tell.
What do you use?
It's fentanyl. I'm basically alcohol.
You're basically what?
And alcohol.
And alcohol?
Alcohol, yeah, I love alcohol. I'm an alcoholic, basically.
Which is your drug, alcohol or fentanyl?
Well, fentanyl's a drug, so I do fentanyl now.
But you still drink?
Yeah, I'm drunk too.
Do you have children?
Yeah, there was some. No, I did, but they were taking my CPS. and they were given to my mother. But they are, I think they've passed away.
Your children have passed away, you think?
Mm-hmm. What do you call lethargic? I just ate. And it's kind of a diabetic thing that I have. And when I eat, I fall asleep right away. And I don't know why I haven't eaten in like 3 to 5 days. I can't remember the last time I actually ate. And my friend brought him a hot plate of food for me, or for himself, and we ate it. And now it's like I'm having a hard time staying awake. I remember when I was in the military, I couldn't stay awake after I'd have lunch. It was the most horrible thing. Because you want to work, but yet you can't because you're sitting there falling asleep, you know?
Yeah. Do you have regrets in your life?
Regrets? Yeah, I have regrets.
Maybe jumping off a 6th floor hotel roof?
Yeah. If I would know now what an event, I'd be at least 14 stories. Because I've got to go home. I got to get off this planet as soon as possible.
So you were trying to kill yourself?
Yeah, I want to go back to heaven. I got to go. I don't want to be on this planet.
You still want to do it? You still trying to kill yourself?
No, I have no way of doing it.
I would think fentanyl would be easy.
That's what everybody says, but I don't think you can overdose fentanyl. So I go back in and out of my head. There's people talking to me all day long, all day.
Are you hearing voices like while we were talking?
Yeah,
Really?
they're literally having a conversation in my head.
What kind of things do they say to you?
I don't know, me. They just like, they just laugh at people or call names or just stupid stuff. He's the one that's in my head calls himself a serpent.
And you can't control it.
I can't control it. No, I can't control it. Yeah, I can control what? Him or the talking or?
The voices.
Yeah, he's like a real person though. He had like, I met him, and he had arms, invisible arms coming out of his back. I don't know what that would be called. And it's human, but he doesn't seem human because part of him is human. Do you want to see it?
See what?
The blueberry pie.
I'm sorry?
What's that?
Nothing.
Did I just say blueberry pie?
You did.
That's what I'm talking about. I wish I could stand up right now.
All right, Georgia, I'm going to let you go.
I feel so bad right now.
Why?
Because I can't stay focused.
You can't focus?
Do you have more questions?
No, we're good.
Maybe if you just ask some questions, I could go right off the bat. I could just answer them right away.
What was the toughest part of your life?
The toughest part is right now.
Right now? This has been the toughest?
Because my family all passed away. The devil in my head, he keeps saying he's a serpent and that he's torturing all of them. And he thinks that I'm God and that and the only way to make this better, because he's hurting everybody on this planet, he took over this planet, and the only way to help these people in your family is by killing myself. He's trying to keep me down here. He called me God. I have no recollection of being God. But he said, if you knew how loud you will talk in other people's head, you would change your mind. You would know how, you would know that you're God.
Are you on psych medications?
No, not right now.
Nothing for your schizophrenia or nothing like that? You're kind of self-medicating.
Yeah. I said, we're very fine. Like, what are you talking about? Because there's like images in my head. All this goes on all day long.
What
There's
was
images with people talking. I mean, other people are having conversations in my head, literally.
what was the favorite? What was your favorite time of your life?
When me and my brother and sister were kids, growing up with them,
Mm-hmm.
they're my best friends. I used to stay with my grandparents, and they are really wealthy. They stay on a mountain in Morgan Hill. It's the biggest mountain out there. They overlook the city. I miss them. I miss being with them.
All right, Georgia, thank you so much for sharing your story.
Okay, I appreciate it. Let me know if you need any more.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay. I'll do a part 2 sometime. Blueberry. I saw people cooking.